Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. This is RK Craig here, our Bella Shepherd, continuing our adventures here in the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. What we'll be doing today is get into our journal. Um, we will be doing the Missing Marines, which is the Kohoku. We'll be seeing him in the Citadel Tower. We'll be doing the Sorry Diplomacy, which is Nasana Dantius, and that's in the lounge in the embassies. And we've got, what was the other one? Where did it go? Privateers will be doing that's Gareth and his missing brother Willem, and he's also in the Citadel Tower. And I think I may just do the signal tracking one, and then from there we'll just head back off the Citadel and onto our way to Noveria. Get that going. So, a few things on the Citadel. I'm not gonna hopefully get us too sidetracked. I don't believe I will. And then we'll head for Noveria. All right. Back to the Citadel we go. So yeah, we'll just turn in a few missions here, basically. Weird how it doesn't show the keeper there when it goes through this animation. Sounds a bit loud on my end. I'll have to see how it sounds when we're talking to folks, because maybe it's just the ship landing and the what do you call that? Mass Effect, the relay going through it. All right, we'll be taking this time Gareth and Tally.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
I have a feeling we may be speaking to the reporter down here, though. She might be now available for us to speak to. We'll see.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
We might do that. We'll see. We run into her. Nope, she ain't showing up yet. Alright, that's good. Okay, so where to? Need to go to for the strange transmissions, we need to go to the ward's access. So I'm gonna make my way towards that. Probably save. Run through all these elevators.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
I mean, yeah, I could see how that could definitely put a damper on some things. About people wanting to get out and explore it. If that kind of news would, I could see it having that effect. Alright, which I think this is the way towards the... Well, you know what though? I think Conrad Werner might just be in here. Let me see if he's down. Yep. We'll take care of this.
I've been waiting for you to get back.
Oh yeah. What's up,
Got
Conrad?
an idea, and I wanted to run it by you.
I mean, I'm kind of busy, but
I got a lot going on right now, but I can spare a moment.
Great! This'll just take a minute. With so many human colonies being attacked, I'm not sure that one Spectre is enough. What if you signed me on as another Spectre?
I mean, sure. Yeah, I'm afraid not, dude.
Conrad, I don't think that's a good idea.
But I'd make a great Spectre. I'd be right there with you, showing the Council what humanity is capable of. I want to be with you, fighting the good fight like you did on Elysium during the Skillian Blitz.
Like the guy's obviously a little bit off, but like I said, he's a well-intentioned buffoon. That's kind of why I like him, though. I mean, he obviously means well. He's just not completely there. There are other fights, bud.
I believe you, Conrad. But there's another fight that needs you.
What? I don't understand.
Yep. Need people like you back home, holding it down, bud.
You know what keeps me going out here? Knowing that people back home are keeping humanity strong.
You're right. I just got so caught up in all of it. I wanted to help. I'll go home. Thanks for setting me straight.
And we all know he's not. We didn't fully break his spirit. He'll be back in Mass Effect 2, and rocking his replica gear. Oh yeah, this is the Service Tunnel 1 attack. Yeah, I do. I like Conrad.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Yeah, I think I kind of like Conrad because like he's a well-intentioned jackass, and I can kind of identify with that. Might mean well, and I'll often can screw things up, but definitely strive to do well in the world.
Really liking your posting at the academy.
It's good. Busy, though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel. You'll never get bored.
I guess not, but you could still use a few more men.
That's why we brought you here.
Sure, but there's still way more complaints than the officers can handle.
That's just life near the wards, kid. You'll get used to it.
Don't mind me and Tally completely just standing here eavesdropping. And also, that was the voice of Gianna Parcini on what we'll be meeting later on Noveria. You can just hear that. All right.
Looks like they bounced their signal off a relay. I'll trace the new signal.
Nice.
What do you say we head down to Cora's den after shift?
Sounds good. Some of the others are going for Novio's farewell thing.
Damn, I forgot that was today. Where's he going again?
Noveria. Apparently, they've got a huge demand for corporate security.
Noveria? Isn't that the frozen planet?
Yeah, I wouldn't go, but I guess the pay's pretty good.
Huh.
Oh, you'll go just in a different form, apparently. Your spirit carries on or something. I'm onto your tricks, Gianna Parcini.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Yeah, we already heard that. All right. Head for the Citadel Tower. And for the... After that, because we'll take care of two things there, then we'll head to the embassies. Although on our way, we may go... we're still not done with that yet. May go to where Barlavon's at, if I remember right. That's where next bit of that strange transmission being relayed to. See if either of these have anything to say about the miniature mass relay right here, or statue.
The Keepers never paid much attention to that relay monument. I always found that a little strange.
Isn't it just? Anything to say, Tal?
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
Yeah, 1,000 people would be hardly noticeable. Tally, with population on here, I think, is in the millions. Up we go.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Those pesky Hanar. love for the enkindlers. All right, got to deliver some bad news to two people here. Don't make it this time. Hey, you guys didn't get caught in the door. All right. We're making progress here. All right. I'm going to give some bad news.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
Yeah, I'm sorry about your brother, Willem.
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
Yeah, we'll be compassionate towards him.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other.
Yeah, I suppose it would be.
That's what they say, right? Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Yep, that sucks. Okay, let's go to Kahoku here.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the counselors. Commander, any word on my missing men?
Yeah, I've got bad news.
They were killed by a thresher maw.
A thresher maw? That's not... My men wouldn't just stumble into a thresher nest. Not the entire unit.
Cerberus seems to have a thing about leading people to traps with thresher maws. Yeah, it was a trap.
Somebody lured them there with an Alliance distress beacon. Placed it perfectly so they'd land right beside the thresher nest.
Damn it. I had a bad feeling about this ever since my team disappeared. An Alliance beacon used as bait, my unit wiped out, and nobody seems to know anything about it. Commander, I appreciate what you did. Now I need to do my part. The families of those Marines deserve to know why they died.
And word on Baines?
Captain Anderson said you had information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict
Oh,
vessel.
no, you already told us this.
The missing recon group? The one I sent you to find? They were scouting the system we found Baines' ship in.
Yeah. I think we've been into this. But...
Anything you need from me?
Not right now, Shepard, but I'll let you know as soon as I find something out.
Maybe it's a little altered since we found his missing crew. Excuse me. Pardon me. All right, we're gonna head to instead of taking the elevator. Try just getting to financial district. We'll go ahead and see about that. Yeah, we ain't dealing with that just yet either. And they, I don't know, obviously that's very heated and compassionate and passionate subject matter, but, and you know, we will get there. Not just yet. Excuse me, sir, while I go behind you and your droids and...
Another relay.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, they're somewhere on the Presidio.
Yep, they're real close by. Alright. Talia will appreciate this, having to deal with an AI. Alright, let's save.
This is it. I'll see if I can find out where those stolen credits are going.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
No, this isn't what I was expecting.
Crap. I thought we were tracing credits, not hunting an AI.
You could simply walk away. However, Given organic prejudice against AIs, I would be naive to trust you to leave peacefully. Hence my alignment of core systems to enable a self-destruct sequence. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
You know, that's the reason why are you stealing?
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
I mean, yeah, I do kind of feel that, but I want to investigate further here. So, how about your creator?
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
Where's your creator's location now?
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers.
Damn.
And my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
That's screwed up, man. That's so messed. That's the reason for you just gonna off yourself like this.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered. But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Alright. Yeah, we don't have to fight, man.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
How can you say that to this thing? You know it will turn on us.
I am not naive, human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
Screw that. You're dead, bud.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
Y, X, B, Y, X, A, Y, X, Y, B, Y, X, Y, A, X, A. Gotcha. Alright. That's done. Now, we'll head towards the embassies. We may run into Emily Wong there. And she will. I'll pick up that mission. I don't think we'll be carrying it out. They got anything to say about the statue?
The Krogan rebelled against the Council, yet they have a statue on the Citadel. Only Quarians still live as outcasts.
Well, I mean, yeah, that sucks for you guys, but you did create the guest, and then you know, I don't know, there is no and then you guys created the guest. That created a big problem, but the Krogan kind of they of course were great heroes in defeating the Arachni, but then they went rebellious. So just gonna honor their what all they did for to free the galaxy of the Arachni, or well, that they believe is free from the Arachni. You know, that's definitely not the case. Nevertheless, they allowed there to be some victory. Okay. Up here. Save. She is.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
You lied to me.
Dahlia's dead. I killed her myself. If you don't want to end up like her, start talking.
No need to raise your voice, Commander. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
Yeah, I don't like being used. I don't like being lied to.
Do your own dirty work next time.
I am sorry I wasn't honest with you. We have trust issues in my family.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
Yeah. Credits ain't gonna cut it.
I'm a Spectre, not some merc for hire. I can find credits anywhere.
True, but I'm the only one who can authorize you to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Yep. This lady apparently knows how to bribe me off. Mods. Mods are my weakness. I love mods. Alright. I think that if Emily Wong is available, she's gonna be down here, but I don't know if she is just yet. So I think. Nope. Oh yeah, there she is. Alright, so we'll pick up her little side mission here.
Could I have another word with you?
Yep.
Hello again, Commander. I've got a proposition for you. Since you helped me get information on the crime syndicate, I've gotten a lot more backing from my publishers. I'm investigating traffic controller conditions now, and I wondered if you could help.
What's going on with the traffic controllers?
That seems like a step down from wide-scale corruption.
Actually, in a way, it's more important. This isn't about people getting rich. This is about safety. I've heard rumors that the space traffic controllers are overworked to a dangerous degree. I can't get into the control room, but you could. If you planted a bug inside, I could crack the story.
Tell me about the function of this bug.
What will this bug allow you to pick up?
Just audio and video. I'm not trying to tap into the traffic control system if that's what you're worried about. I just need to hear and see them in order to correlate their activity with traffic efficiency.
Danger of this bug? Does it cause any issues?
This bug you want me to plant, could it interfere with traffic signals?
Absolutely not. I made certain that the frequencies it uses won't interfere with anything.
I think the importance of the story is kind of obvious, but we'll go ahead and probe this.
Everyone knows space traffic controllers are overworked. How is this news?
There's a difference between overworked and dangerous. Traffic at the Citadel has increased by 300% in the last century, but traffic controller resources haven't kept up. We already have several last-minute wave-offs per week. Do we have to wait for a full-blown disaster?
No, it's a noble cause. And what do you expect will be the results of this story?
If you crack this story, what's likely to happen?
Ideally, there will be calls to improve working conditions by hiring more controllers and upgrading systems. The Council won't pay for improvements voluntarily. This story will provide that pressure.
Yeah, no, it's a noble cause and something worth looking to remedy, so yeah. We'll see.
I can't promise anything, but I'll see what I can do. Give me the bug.
Excellent. Just place it on a terminal with a good view of the area. Thanks again for your help. In the long run, this story is going to save lives.
Alright. Well, I could just go ahead and fast travel back to the Normandy, but we're right here. I'll just go ahead and do it.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do.
Yeah, that's weird.
CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Huh. You guys here to know anything about that? All right, let's implant this bug, and we'll head up to the Normandy. On that, I will just fast travel to the Normandy. There's reason to ride the elevator again. Slow on up. Plant the bug. Somewhere around here. Yep.
Sure all. You have cleared the red line. You may initialize AGRAV and charge your FTL drive.
Not sure how that works. Where I guess I just place it. Like she said, she's gonna listen and observe. Does he have anything more to say?
Good to see you, Commander.
Yep. Likewise. But nothing more. Alright, now I need to get to the fast travel terminal, and I can get back to the Normandy. Nice.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
You stand relieved, sir. Alright, let's get a save and then we're off to Noveria. There she is. Hacks. See, I can speed through this now. We've seen that a bunch.
Message for you, Commander. Just came in over a secure channel.
Shepard, this is Admiral Kahoku. I found out who set that trap for my men. The ones killed by the Thresher War. Damn, I hope you get this message. It was a group called Cerberus. An Alliance Black Ops organization. Top secret, highest level security clearance. They vanished a few months ago. Dropped right off the grid. Nobody knew where they went or what they were up to. They've gone completely rogue, Shepard. They're conducting illegal genetic experiments, trying to create some kind of super soldier. I don't have any proof, but I found the coordinates for one of their research worlds. I'm uploading them with this message. They're completely out of control. Somebody needs to stop them. I've done my part. Now it's up to you. This is probably the last you'll hear from me. Cerberus is after me now. I need to disappear before they find me.
Yeah, that sucks because well, I like Goku, but it does seem to me that they kind of retconned out a little bit of Cerberus history there. That I don't think they ever really referred to them in Mass Effect 2 or 3 as if that they ever had any part of being inside of, well, a group within the Alliance. Matriarch writings. Like they kind of just dropped that. Alright, to Noveria it is.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Alright. Hold the ship down, Presley. We'll be back in a bit. For this one, I'll be taking... I don't remember who I took. I took... Was it Tally and Rex last time? So, I am taking Tally again, just because of the amount of guests we'll be dealing with, but obviously we're dealing with the matriarch, Liara's mom, so yeah, she'll be coming.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Let me check. I picked up some armor last time for Tally. See if it's any good. That's pretty good armor she has on, so I doubt it's any better than that. Yeah, Phoenix. Let's see. Yeah, it's crap. Yeah, what she's got going on there, Colossus, that's pretty damn good. We'll have to see if we get any more Colossus for her in the future. But all right, let's get a save. Our little showdown here.
That's far enough.
Thinking would Shep like just fully challenge him right away. Yeah, she has authority, but he recognizes she just landed on their planet. They don't know who she is just yet. So, as for now, we'll cooperate.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
And who are you?
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
Matsuo's a pretty cool character. I like her, and we'll get a chance to speak to her a little bit further. For now, I have pull rank on her. I mean, that's also kind of doing it, but that's a bit more respectful way, I think. So that's how I'll go.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Yeah.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
No, it would not. Yeah, Sterling is a crap piece of shit, but Matsu is a cool lady. But I'm keeping my gun.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock! We're authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down!
Matsu's got guts.
We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
I mean, I respect Matsu right there. Like she's not drawing her own weapon. You know, she probably should have, but she's willing to just stare us down. I mean, she's relying on her two coworkers here to have her back, but
Get out of here.
no, we'll be dealing with you later.
I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Yeah, likewise.
You're not so tough.
Well, we'll see. Can't speak to him, unfortunately. No, was that that's a her. They're smaller, yeah. Her head's shaped different.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
All right.
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty well. Obviously, they had those two, and they had them two turrets, basically. It still was brave of her to just stand there. All right, let's speak to Parsini.
Weapon protectors, don't mind the moments.
Yeah, I met your spirit cousin there on the Citadel. He's Osari.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Analeus. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate you getting us through.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
I do. I heard there were guests here.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
It does kind of seem like in this game, too, that they treat matriarchs as though it's like a rank in Janissari society rather than just a an age group, basically, because that's how it's kind of described later on. Uh, I don't know, as if it's not that special later on that once you reach a certain age, you're just basically a matriarch. But here it's treated as if she's like this mm, highly exalted position. I mean, well, maybe just simply they do hold in an exalted position people who reach such ages, but I don't know. It just seems like it comes off almost like it's a rank or something. But yeah, I'd like to speak with her if I could.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Mm, and that's where I'm going.
That's where I need to be then.
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
And where might I find Analaeus?
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
No, what's with the heavy guard presence?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
Yeah, I'm not here for them.
I'm not here to dig out any corporate secrets.
That's gratifying to hear.
Yep.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it.
I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No worries.
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
Yep.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
All right. Now, Noveria is a place where I get even since the original edition, have had crashes, been pre-mods. Like there's been issues with elevators on Noveria, both here in this part and in the labs in the Peak 15. But hopefully we avoid all that.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
Word spreads quick.
I can't believe the paranoids that work here. There's no accident on Peak 15.
You sure about that?
I don't understand these rumors about synthetic insights. If the office is closed, it must be for a good reason.
Aren't you trusting?
I don't care what happened on Peak 15. We've all signed non-disclosure agreements.
Yep. Who cares if they've unleashed biological agents onto the rest of the planet, in the galaxy for that matter. Alright, let's talk to Opal here.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
Guess you've heard already.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
So, yeah, you want me to smuggle?
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
What is exactly I'll be smuggling?
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
And who's the recipient of this?
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
I'd be stupid to do this without knowing that I'm not equipping my own enemies.
Yep.
Your words are not unreasonable. The customer is the Krogan called Inamorda. That one is a bounty hunter of some repute, and quick to anger. You understand this one's urgency. That other grows restless from the delay.
I mean, it is something. We know it's a weapon mod that are going to be smuggling into this Krogan, but we don't know how dangerous he is. Don't know what his alliances are, but you know, I have a feeling Shep's going to do this because I just want to kind of expose how there are. I don't know if expose is the right word, but just kind of look into it and show how there's different options that can go about from doing this mission in particular. Now, well, first of all, I'll go ahead and then I'll see about shopping with them.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Annaleus. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
Could I buy something now?
Is there anything in particular the Spectre is looking for?
Show me standard items. See if there's any others. Go and upgrade. Alright. So there is, we can avoid the elevator by taking this fast travel that they've put in with the, I believe they might be a community patch. And the docking bay. Okay. And this should be the chance where I get a chance to talk a bit more to the officer there. And most people don't ever do it, so it doesn't seem like it's a very common conversation that I see people have. Go ahead and select the. I mean, with it being right here next to our ship, it almost seems like we dropped it off. The contact for smuggling our requisitions officer on board, maybe? Kind of curious. Okay, we'll speak to Officer Matsuo, I think her name is, if memory serves. Yeah.
Good day, Commander. I trust you are behaving yourself? Not mixing yourself up in any questionable activities?
Oh, no, I'm good.
I don't generally get involved in that sort of thing.
Oh.
No, of course. I thought you'd be too intelligent for such a thing. If you were, I would have to recite some tedious speech, then ask you to leave. Just so we understand each other.
She's on to us, obviously. Hey, you guarding the Normandy, are you?
Why are you still here? Are you guarding my ship?
All of the companies have secrets. Some of them deal in things that are not quite legal. Having a Spectre here makes them nervous. Annaleus-sama is buried under petitions to kick you off world.
Then you're actually protecting Normandy from the companies.
I am protecting them from themselves. They do not have the personnel or training to assault an Alliance frigate.
How about port security?
There are guards everywhere. Are there that many problems here?
I am sure Parasini-san gave you the ultra-special blah-blah about business here. Everyone wants to be protected from everyone else, but everyone also thinks they have a special right to kick over everyone else.
And you help them, you know, you keep them all in line.
So you have to keep them from getting too eager.
Most of my job is diplomacy. Two corps start yelling at each other, my people walk in, flash some ceramic, and they start talking civilly. If there is anything this job has taught me, it's how to be impartial.
And they have their own security as well?
Don't they have their own security forces?
Everything from hackers to mercenaries. They have investments to protect, after all. but we are the only ones allowed to bear arms. Which is why the companies constantly try to bribe my people. I have a clear policy against freelancing. Anyone who works on the side is fired.
And there you go. Officer Sterling there is engaged in such activity, as we'll soon be finding out. Personal question?
Tell me about yourself.
You first. I'm just a security guard. I heard that there were no human specters. How did you get that job?
See, I like this. They get a chance to answer all this in a different way here. I like the kind of like this the badassery of this. I'm gonna say it.
The Spectres like people well versed in killing. That'd be me.
You certainly know how to allay a peace officer's fears. I served in the Marines for a decade, mustered out, and went private sector. I was under fire a few times, so I ended up leading this detail.
Yeah, see, unfortunately, we can't keep asking her that and getting to see all the different responses. Yeah, I like that though.
I'll be moving on.
Very good, Commander. Please stay out of trouble.
No promises. She shows personality, and she seems smart. Like I like her. Little side character. A lot of people will miss that little conversation right there. All right. One of the mods I have, it might be the Take Back Earth mod in the third game. She makes a little small cameo there. Yeah, I believe it is where we're waiting. Or shit, would have been the plaza. Did I skip too far ahead here? Yeah, this isn't where I meant to go. Crap. We'll be leaving right away. I mean to come to the club. Plaza is where we meant to go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and speak to Annaleus here. Now, what I was saying about what I did like about doing the smuggling for Opal is it offers several different options here, and I like that they did this. That you have choices. And you can just do the smuggling for Opal, deliver it to him, and nothing too much gained. I think he may offer you a discount, and of course he pays you, but or you could sidestep him and also just now give it if you pass the check there. You could now skip by him, like I said, and deliver it to the Krogan. I think that he's in the club we were just at. Or you could turn him over here to Annaleus, and if I remember right, because I think I've only done it once, he basically gives you the pass so you could head to Peak 15 if you were to go about it that route. But I like that you're given that option. Now, as role playing, would this shepherd do the smuggling? Like I said, well, I think she's definitely turned. Callie, you all right over there? Excuse me, I'm about to cough. I guess Tally's having a moment. And that made me distracted me. Damn it! I lost my train of thought. Ah, shit. What was I saying? I know I was talking about Annaleus and going through him and doing it that way. But I don't want to do it that way. I mean, when he's corrupt as shit, so no, I'd rather not. But we'll speak to Yana here first.
How can I help you?
How about the lab facilities?
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
And can you tell me about Peak 15 specifically?
I hear there was an accident on Peak 15.
We're aware of the rumors. At the moment, contact with the facility is down due to weather. All employees should review their non-disclosure agreements and avoid irresponsible free talk.
Oops. Someone spilled the beans. I just remembered too what the subject matter I was trying to get. I was talking about as a role-playing aspect of would this shepherd be doing smuggling, and although she has left, the gang's life behind that she did grow up on Earth. That she has been exposed to criminal elements. There is still part of that, and she's not shy from it, and she I think did see it as a way to open up some possibilities for her. 'Cause she has to get to peak 15 one way or another. And she thought engaging in this it might open up possibilities for her. Of course, that is me looking at it backwards and justifying how this might work, but me outside of it, yeah, I just think I really like it how Bioware did this for Noveria, giving you such options. Weather, you're joking.
What kind of weather cuts modern communications?
A blizzard is sweeping the Scotty Mountains right now. Between the cloud cover and heavy snow, the satellite uplinks are cut.
What corporations work on Peak 15?
Binary Helix has leased the entire complex.
You're ignoring that problem?
So, everyone shut up and keep your heads down?
Loose lips sink third quarter profits. You have a more blunt way of speaking than is common here, Commander.
Yep. That does speak rather bluntly on occasion. What are these corporations that are here?
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they're basically the security forces here.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Kind of sounds like there could be some conflict of interest within that, but yeah.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
I imagine so. And our target, Binary Helix?
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Mm-hmm. They also like to deal with Arachni. Alright, where's Annaleus?
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Alright, let's go speak to this asshole.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
Oh, wait. Urban blight? Alright. So you read my file, have you?
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Isn't lack of oversight a bit risky?
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Well, first of all, yeah, let's cut to the chase and ask about our main target. You've seen Saren?
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren? One of your Spectre compatriots? He's a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Noveria's backers.
Is he developing weapons with them?
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
And what about Matriarch?
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
I need to speak with her.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Scotty Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
So we drive.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
We'll be looking at that, Tally. What sort of cargo did she bring? Do you know?
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapon screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
Obviously, we know that she brought in gas, or at least gas parts and put them together. But one way or another, she brought gas. Tell me about those that accompanied her.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? Odd that you shouldn't mind their presence.
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
Ain't that just a thing though about like their protocol of disarming people? But how do you disarm a biotic? A whole bunch of commandos. Undermine you there. Any idea why she's here?
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I have no more questions at this time.
Ah, crap.
Good.
I
received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Well, I would like to interrupt you again, because I wanted to go
I'm
to
in the
another
middle of 9 things, all of them annoying. What do you want now?
Oh, for you. Something about synthetic
Why
insights.
is Synthetic Insights closed?
I have placed Laura Keene, the manager of the Hanshan office, under internal review. I cannot comment further at this time.
Oh yeah, we'll be looking into that. All right. Wait, did I ask him directly about Peak 15?
Is there some problem on Peak
No, I didn't.
15?
An area of severe weather has cut off contact. Things will return to normal in a few days.
All right.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages.
Yeah, I'm not going to sell out Opal to him. Through that.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan.
No. Please tell me more.
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
Yeah, don't underestimate me on that.
I can bludgeon pretty hard.
Yep.
Talk to Lorik Keene. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
What about this Lord King fella?
You said I should talk to Lorik Keene?
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. Keene spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
And I like Gianna too. She's a pretty good character as well. Who, of course, if things play out right, we'll see her in Mass Effect 2. If you do help Ananias, things could go really bad, really sideways in a hurry. I'll go ahead and just help Opal right away. Yeah, where Ananias basically does a murder-suicide, kills her and kills himself, man. It's pretty dark.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
Yep, you got it.
Here you are.
The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness of light, it thanks you. This one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
Yeah, nah, you can kick in a little more. Come on, man.
Would you have had any chance of getting this past customs without me? You can be a bit more generous.
The other's words possess the discomforting ring of truth. This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
You know, it'll have to do. It is kind of sucks that they didn't allow that to be adjusted to your level. At this point, even pretty much in a normal playthrough, 500 credits, 250, it's a joke. But yeah, It'll have to do.
If that's the best you can do, fine.
This one is glad to have come to an agreement.
All right.
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your return.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thinking I'm gonna just fast travel up to the club. We might be calling this a session here. All right. And there's that gal who, when you first walk off the elevator, who normally speaks to you just right outside there. So you'll speak to Vargas and do all that. We will be doing that. We'll look into that. Here's the guy who wants um, the smuggled object that we just brought in the mod. Is you can sell it to him directly. But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna call it a session though. The next time we come back, we'll pretty much be finishing off Noveria. I do have a mod installed too. Up ahead on Peak 15, it's Hot Labs Restored. So you guys might, for a lot of you, might be seeing stuff you haven't seen before. It's part of the game that was cut from Bioware. So it might be interesting for you to see some of that cut content. But yep, we'll be ending that here and finishing off Noveria next time we play. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. It's a great time that I'm having. I hope you are too. It'll be Bella Shepherd signing off. And thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next time. Later.